Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll just give everyone else a few minutes to join in. But just wanted to say hi. My name is Anna. I'm a product manager at UJV, and I'm excited to share about the islands with you today. While we wait for more people to come in, if you can please drop in the chat where you're joining us from, we would love to hear where you are. And if you've been to the islands, please let us know what your favorite island is. I am in Dallas, by the way, to get things started. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I love all islands. It's a very difficult question for me. I love them all. Okay, Cassie, joining in from Pennsylvania. I love all the islands, but Maui is your favorite. I love Maui too. Hi from Nashville. Awesome. Shannon, what's your favorite island? Have you been to the islands yet? Zoe from DFW. That's awesome. Love Kauai. Kauai is beautiful. Shannon, the Big Island. I love the Big Island as well. Funny story. On my recent visit, I actually landed as Kilauea was erupting and was hoping that I'll get to see it. And as soon as I landed, I went to get my rental car. They had a big screen there showing that the eruption had just stopped. And I literally cried. I could not believe it. You have no idea how many times I've tried to time that. But yeah, I love the Big Island. Love, love, love the Big Island. Hi from Minneapolis. I love Maui. That's great to hear. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Just a few more minutes while everyone else comes in. Has anybody been to Hawaii so far this year? Joni and I just returned. We were there in April, and Joni visited Oahu, and I visited Kauai, the Big Island, and Oahu, and it was amazing. You leave on Sunday. I am so jealous. Please take me with you. I gotta tell you guys, I am honest when I say Hawaii is one of my absolute favorite places in the world. It is so magical to me. So really, really excited to bring this campaign and this webinar to life. Thank you for joining us today. Kim, not yet. We'll be going to Maui and the Big Island in October. That's a great combination and a great time to visit the islands as well. Oh, I'm so jealous. Hopefully, you'll get some good ideas to add to your itinerary while you're on the islands. Good choice. Really, really good choice. Perfect, guys. If okay with everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started with our webinar today. Um, we're really excited to kick off this Hawaii campaign with this Foundations webinar and just share some of the things that we've been learning on the ground through our recent visits during Travel Weekly. I just wanted to set expectations for today. Our goal is really to simplify Hawaii a bit and help you understand the personality of each island, really, and how we can help you at UJV with the planning process and how we can help it feel seamless and easy for both you and for your client. So, first of all, I really want to take this opportunity to introduce you to some of the faces behind every booking. One thing I want to highlight is that we are a relationship-driven company. You are not just a transaction to us, and we truly love building relationships and partnerships. And with that, let me introduce you to my fearless leader on the product side, Joni Morrow. She's our head of product and honestly one of the best in the business. Take it away, Joni.
Hi, everybody. Hawaii is actually our largest growth destination year to date at UJV, which is monumental. And like Anna mentioned, this growth is really due to our incredible partnerships in Hawaii with our hotels and ground providers and our dedicated teams at UJV who are focused on seeing it succeed. Hawaii is quite literally, again, has been mentioning, a labor of love at UJV. It's a destination whose growth has been fueled by the passion and drive of both the product and sales teams. And we all care about Hawaii, we care about our partners, and we want to share our love for Hawaii with all of you. And this feeling is led by Anna. who's the product manager for Hawaii. And Anna is regularly on the ground in Hawaii. She's constantly updated on the newest happenings, building our relationships, and seeing our partnerships and our partner properties. She has really dedicated her career to these islands, and both of us just returned from Travel Weekly, more eager than ever to impart our passion, which I hope you can hear in my voice, for Hawaii onto you. So, Anna, please take it away. Show them how UJV does Hawaii.
Perfect. Thank you, thank you. So before we jump a little deeper into each island, I just wanted you to have a quick visual over the geography of Hawaii and how everything is laid out. Um, so you can see the location and the size of each island. And of course, we operate across Kauai, Oahu, Lanai, Maui, and the Big Island. So I hope that's helpful. Next slide. And one of the biggest takeaways that I will love for you to take from today is that Hawaii is not just about temperature changes. It's not rainy season versus dry season. I know the Kona lows have been on the news lately, but I do want you to know that that was a once in every 20, 30 years occurrence. It's not the norm in Hawaii. Hawaii is really more about ocean conditions and the overall vibe and the atmosphere and the experience that you want for your clients. So it is truly a year-round luxury destination. The summer is amazing for calmer waters and family travel. Um, it's perfect for beautiful sunset sails, for snorkeling experiences because the clarity of the water is much better during the summer, for example. And then the winter is just magical because it brings the famous whale season like nowhere else in the world. I have seen dozens and dozens of whales in Maui, for example. It's dreamy. And then it brings adventure because of the big surf, especially on the North Shores, for the surfers, and just a more dramatic feel overall. Everything is greener during the winter. The waterfalls are fuller, they're more beautiful. So let's go through the personality of each island. Let's start with Big Island and Kauai. Like I was saying, Big Island is honestly one of the coolest places because it feels like you're visiting multiple worlds all in one trip at the same time. You land and you see miles and miles of lava fields, and you're like, is this Hawaii at first? But it's also home to beautiful luxury resorts like the Four Seasons, Kona Village, Manulani, Mauna Kea, the Fairmont Orchid. The Kohala Coast is also one of the driest places in Hawaii if your client wants to absolutely avoid rain. And then you also can drive and suddenly be in the clouds at the Mauna Kea summit, for example, which is actually the tallest mountain on Earth from sea level up. And it even gets snow sometimes. So imagine that drastic change. You can also enjoy one of my favorite beaches in all of Hawaii. Konoha Bay at Mauna Kea is absolutely stunning. I could literally spend eternity there. I could spend 10 days plus there. Let me remind you, the Big Island is also home to Volcanoes National Park, just like I was mentioning at the very beginning. It has beautiful, lush places also, and waterfalls like Akaka Falls area. It has black sand beaches, manta ray swims. There's just so much contrast everywhere you go. So it's an amazing island for those clients who really want to explore and experience a little bit of everything. I think we have some pictures next to show you. Hawaii also feels completely different from the rest of, I'm sorry, Kauai feels different from the rest of Hawaii, but really in the best way possible. It's the island that people picture when they think of lush, dramatic, tropical Hawaii scenery. Everything feels green, everything feels wild and just incredibly peaceful. You have places like Hanalei Bay at the North Shore that almost don't feel real with the folding mountains that you can see on that picture dropping straight into the ocean. Then you have the South Shore around Poipu, which is sunnier and just a little easier for families. One of the coolest things about Kauai is also um, so much of the island is untouched and only accessible by helicopter, boat, or hiking, which we can help you set up. The Napali Coast is honestly one of the most breathtaking places in the entire world, especially from water or from the air. Um, you also have waterfalls everywhere. Waimea Canyon, which people call the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, is also located there. Beautiful beaches, incredible hiking, and just such a strong connection to nature overall. As far as the vibe, I would say Kauai really feels slower, quieter. And to me, it feels more emotional than some of the other islands. It's perfect for those clients, one in the scenery, one in relaxation, one in wellness, and just that feeling of truescape as well. Moving on to Maui and Lanai. Maui is probably the Hawaii people usually fall in love with first, and it works for a wide range of clients. So you have the Wailea area, which feels very polished, very classic luxury Hawaii with beautiful beaches, amazing resorts. You have Andaz, Grand Wailea, Fairmont Kalani, for example. You have golf, you have incredible sunsets. And then you have the Kapalua area and the beautiful romantic Ritz-Carlton, which feels greener, it feels more relaxed, it feels a little bit more connected to nature on that side of the island as well. By the way, they have their summer music series starting in June all the way through August. And then they have a jazz festival coming up at the end of August, beginning of September as well. And then you have Kaanapali area, which sits right in the middle, in between Wailea and Kapalua, and it has great energy. Restaurants, beautiful beaches, and then one of the best beach walks in all of Hawaii. I love, love, love the Westin Maui for families. They're really, really amazing. The island feels different depending where you are. So you can spend more time relaxing at the beach. You can drive through upcountry Maui and feel like you're in another country and then finish the day well, when well watching or watching the sunset from Haleakala, which is above the clouds as well. Maui also has some of the best well watching in Hawaii during the winter. Amazing food, amazing snorkeling, great for sailing, waterfall hikes. We have an amazing vendor we work with for hikes and hiking tours. You absolutely need to recommend it to your clients. Is also home to the incredible Road to Hana, which is honestly more about the journey than the destination itself. It's a full day of driving with different stops through waterfalls, bamboo forests, dramatic coastlines, little fruit stands, banana bread stands that you can stop on the side of the road, black sand beaches. It's just one of those experiences that really makes people really slow down and take in the beauty and the nature around them. There's just a really easy flow to Maui overall. It's such a great fit for honeymooners, for families, for couples, for first timers, honestly, pretty much almost everyone. And then you have Lanai. Lanai feels completely different. It's quieter, it's slower, it's incredibly private. It almost feels like clients have escaped into their own little planet. The island is home to the Four Seasons resorts, of course. So everything feels very intentional and everything feels very exclusive. Four Seasons Lanai is amazing for the clients that want a true luxury beachscape. And then Sensei Lanai is much more wellness focused and centered around relaxation and resetting. There's almost no crowds anywhere, so it's really perfect for clients wanting peace, privacy, and just a slower pace. There's some pictures for you to see. And then Oahu. Oahu has the most energy out of all the islands, and it really gives clients a little bit of everything. You have Waikiki with the beach, the shopping, the amazing restaurants that you cannot miss, and that iconic Hawaii feeling that people picture for a first trip. I love Halekulani. I love, love, love the Royal Hawaiian. I love Espacio for higher end clients. I really love Kalai and the renovations were amazing. Not only the interiors were beautiful, but the views are also equally amazing and so close from the beach. We got to stay at the Ritz residence, and Joni will tell you more about him. But I really love that product for families as well. There's Prince Waikiki as well. There's truly something for everyone. But one of the coolest things about Oahu is how quickly the vibe can change depending on where you are. You can leave Waikiki and then you're suddenly in the North Shore and then you're surrounded by big waves, think laid back surf towns, shrimp trucks, which I love, and really some of the most beautiful coastline in Hawaii. I would recommend that every single client rents a car and explores the North Shore. The Ritz-Carlton Turtle Bay there, it's a big favorite for me. Then on the west side, you have the Colina area, which feels much calmer, more resort focused, and just really, really great for families. Oahu also has such a strong cultural and historical side, which is something I love about it. places like Pearl Harbor, of course, but also the Aulani Palace, which is the former royal residence of the Hawaiian Kingdom and is the only royal palace in all of the United States. And you can visit local neighborhoods that really make the island feel alive and authentic. In my own opinion, just like Maui, is one of the easiest islands for first timers because there's truly something for everyone. So with this, I hope you have a little bit more familiarity with the islands, and I would love to tell you a little bit about our Travel Weekly trip. So Joni and I were in Oahu for Travel Weekly in April, and the people that you see here are not just contacts at a hotel for us. These are amazing human beings. They mean a lot to me, and we have a lot of them missing, of course. But just wanted to mention that this trip was honestly so valuable because we got to spend real time with the hotel teams. We got to tour the properties and we really got to catch up on changes and updates that are coming up. So, what we picked up on the ground, let me tell you about my visit to the Big Island. And then I'll have Joni in a little bit just tell you a little bit about Oahu as well. My first stop was at Mauna Kea, and I got to experience their brand new spa and had an incredible lomi lomi massage. So their treatments are rooted in Hawaii healing traditions, and they make you feel really connected to the culture and the island. So it's more than just a spa treatment. And of course, the beach is just absolutely stunning. Honestly, it's one of my favorite beaches in all of Hawaii. I stayed on the beachfront wing on one of their ground floors, and I can tell you, those are perfect for families. I had my son with me, and it's just a few steps from the beach, and is very close to the kids club area and the family pool. So 100% recommend the beachfront wing floor level rooms for families. Remember, guys, this was a $180+ million renovation. The brand new adults only pool is also beautiful. I don't go to the gym if I'm honest, but their gym has glass walls all around it with the best views. I would totally work out there. And the spa is just massive, not only massive, but beautiful. And it has its own pool and relaxation area. It's truly, truly amazing. Then I got to also visit Manolani. I got to tour the new Francis Brown Club Lounge, which just opened this year as well, which was really great to see in person. Um, I can tell you it feels really elevated and exclusive, but it still keeps that relaxed Hawaii feeling. Remember that this comes with a dedicated concierge team, a separate breakfast area that has both like an indoor and outdoor aspect to it with beautiful views. You get chef created bites. They even have bites for the on-the-go client that they can take and bring to their tours, for example. Lots of candy for kids, premium cocktails for adults, and they have evening options. It also comes with priority access to dining, to the spa, pool seating, and to different experiences as well. And I got to experience their sunrise canoe tour, which was such a special and peaceful way to connect with the ocean and Hawaiian culture. I think you should sign anyone that you send to Manolani should be signed up for this tour. Absolutely. And then I also had an opportunity to sight the Fairmont Orchid. We did a full site visit and a very, very yummy breakfast there. We visited their Gold Lounge, which I loved. The property feels very easy, very comfortable for families. There are sounds of waterfall everywhere where you walk. Um, they're great for multi-generational travel as well. They still elevate the experience for every guest, and they have elevated touches and just a really beautiful setting. They also have golf, and they have a very large tennis pickleball center as well. And then passing this over to Joni to tell us a little bit about her Oahu experience.
All right. So I also just got back from Oahu. I was in Travel Weekly with Anna, and it was incredible. So I'm going to walk you through my stay as an itinerary to let you see how UJV can also help put this together for you. I flew nonstop from SFO. I'm on the West Coast, and it's only 5 hours away, which was really short. You land, and it's just go. I checked in for my rental car entirely on my phone, and the rental car is also bookable through Ultimate Jet Vacations, so please remember us for that. And I never spoke to a soul. I just walked out of the plane, got my bags, went to the car, and I brought my baby with me, my 2-year-old daughter. So the car seat was already there in the car. It was already fitted for her size. And that's just the type of seamless experience that, our clients expect, that I enjoyed, and that, of course, UJV will deliver for you. And the drive was really short. The drive from Honolulu to the Ritz-Carlton Residences Waikiki was just about 20 minutes. And this place was true luxury icon in the heart of the city. It had this beautiful open air lobby, clean and sleek design, two pools, including one for kids, right next door to high-end shopping, which was appreciated and not appreciated, but still very central. And for families especially, it has in-suite washer and dryers, which was greatly appreciated, and a game changer. And it was also 10 minutes walk from the famous beaches in Waikiki, so it really hit every mark. Oh, and they also have kitchenettes, perfect for families. And then from there, I was able to experience Espacio. I did a site there, and it's exclusive in every sense of the word. It is only 9 full floor residences, and then each of those residences has jacuzzis on the lanais, in-room steam rooms, and then there's also a private rooftop pool reserved for the suite residence guests only in dedicated time slots. So it's like your own private pool. And there's private luxury airport transfers included in the rate. And it steps from the beach. It steps from one of the oldest banyan trees on the island, and it's also right in the heart of the action. So again, if you want exclusivity or your own like apartment style accommodation, I recommend that. Then I drove to the Ritz-Carlton Turtle Bay. So think of your first few nights are in Waikiki, and then you could easily, after you do Waikiki, you could go up to the North Shore. And you could also really use the North Shore as a base to explore all of Oahu. It was really quite straightforward to get all around the island. And the roads were completely clear. There was no issue at all. And I really want to highlight this due to the recent news coverage that the roads are clear, no issue. I took my daughter in the rental car. It was wonderful. And the drive itself is worth it. You get to see Kualoa Ranch and Gunstock Ranch on the way, both of which are important stops and bookable through Ultimate Jet Vacations. And Turtle Bay itself is special. It sits on about 1,300 acres, and that's 1,300 acres of coastline, protected bays, surf on one side. I mean, walk like steps from one of the pools is the surfing area, and then a calm, protected bay on the other where you could take your family and go swimming. There's also miles of horse trails, a farm, incredible food, and the property features club service. Now, I am also a surfer, so the surf lessons available at the resort for me were crucial, especially since I had my little daughter with me. And the club experience that we had was worth it, and you should add it on to your booking if you have one. It includes complimentary food, snacks, daily breakfast, and select alcoholic beverages throughout the stay, which is incredible. And there's also this beautiful, peaceful view of the ocean, which is great. My personal recommendation were their beach bungalows because they were more exclusive and they had this really cool, authentic vibe to them. But the suite product was also great with beautiful views of the sea. And again, I just love being able to experience both Waikiki and then up in the North Shore because it helped me understand how the itinerary fit and it was just really seamless.
Thank you, Joni.
Of course.
So moving over to the Kauai visit, my first stop was Grand Hyatt Kauai, and one of the things that really stood out to me was just how expensive and really fun the property feels. So this is perfect for families. I had my son with me as well, and he had a blast. The pool area is massive, so it has lagoons, it has lazy rivers with waterfalls. It has a water slide. It has so many different areas for families to really spread out and enjoy. The beach right in the front of the resort is also beautiful, very dramatic with big waves crashing along the coastline. So it's beautiful for either watching or if you have a crazy family like mine, we really had so much fun with those waves. It was amazing. They also have this gorgeous coastal walking trail that honestly became one of my favorite spots, especially around sunset. And their club lounge is also really well done and just such an easy setup for families as well. You know, you're tired from the day, you've been on the pool, you've been hiking, you've been swimming, and you have the club lounge right there where you don't have to wait for anyone to serve you. It's self-serve. It has great options for dinner. So that was really, really great to have. I did a site at Timbers Kauai as well, and the vibe feels much quieter and more residential. Very multi-generational. Think 2 and 4 bedroom residences, so the accommodations are huge. So it's amazing for larger families. It's great for groups traveling together. One of the best parts for me was seeing the farm and learning a little bit more about how connected the resort is to farm to table program. Everything feels intentional, feels very relaxed and homey while still being luxury. You can literally pick your crops that you want to have for food that day, and they will pick them just a few moments before they cook them for you. And that's how special it is. And then you have one hotel, Hanalei Bay. It's just wow, guys. It's just wow. The second you arrive, the views completely take over. The views honestly make me cry. You feel so connected to nature with the mountains, the ocean, the surf, has a lot of open air spaces throughout the property. Walina Terrace was my absolute favorite spot to watch the sunset while at the hotel. And the design of the rooms is really beautiful too. It's very earthy, very calming. And as we all know, they're very wellness focused. So it's also really impressive to see their spa and all of their touchless therapies, cold plunges, infrared sauna experiences. I did the cryotherapy myself, and I can tell you, I prefer that any day over a cold plunge. I really, really enjoyed it. I also experienced their ocean float therapy, which is supposed to mimic zero gravity and help your cortisol levels, which it really did. And it also left my skin feeling incredibly soft afterwards. It's important to mention that they also partner with Vitality Kauai. They have 2 locations in Kauai, and one of them is inside the one hotel. And they offer IV therapy and infusions as well. So there's a really wide variety of wellness offerings that are available for guests looking for a little bit of a more transformative stay. I also got to experience their e-bike tour, and I have to tell you guys, it was such an amazing experience. It's such a nice way to explore the beautiful Princeville area and really take in all the scenery. Logan, who leads the tours, has really an amazing personality, very knowledgeable, but also very, very fun. And he's incredibly passionate about his home and the culture of Kauai. I would absolutely recommend this as a must-do experience for clients staying at the resort.
All right, so I know that we've given you a brief introduction of the islands and how UJV services them and our wonderful partners in Hawaii. I want to talk to you about how UJV operates a little bit more in depth. So we've worked in Hawaii for years, but what we've built in the last 18 months is something that I'm really quite proud of and I think is truly special. We now have a full curated portfolio of luxury hotels across the islands. It's still curated in luxe, as is UJV's way. We have 38 hotels in total. We are confident that we have what is needed for your clients to fit into every itinerary. And additionally, we do not only do hotel only. And this is something that I'm really passionate about imparting onto you, especially for a destination like Hawaii that is obviously the hotels are such incredible entities, but it's about the experiences too and how to really get the most out of any kind of island itinerary. And so we have a dedicated team. We have experts in-house, a dedicated team who will meet you and figure out what kind of experiences work best for you. And making sure that, we have such a vast experience network. We contract directly with our ground providers. We do everything on the ground from helicopters to sailing experiences to private touring, cultural experiences, luau's, anything that you can need to really create that Hawaiian itinerary, we absolutely provide for you. And this is also very exciting. I'm just so excited about what we're doing in Hawaii, everybody. And I can't wait for you to experience Hawaii through UJV. We have a dedicated Hawaii concierge team now, and you're going to meet one of our members, Louisa, today. And they're involved in booking all of your experiences. They're experts, trust in their recommendations. They book your spas, your dining, your special occasions, and there's also 24/7 customer service and customer support. Additionally, we handle air for you as well through UJV Air, and you'll be able to get connected with Chelsea from our air department, who is also on this call. And we make sure we do all the inter-island air, make sure it's ticketed and then timed to make sure that you're picking up your rental car at the same time or that you're not missing any of your tours and excursions. And then next slide, thank you. So how a Hawaii request moves through UJV. So first the request comes in and you get a dedicated UJV advisor who will help you qualify your client. We could do it via email or call. And then that expert owns the trip with you and they stay with you from start to finish, making sure you get the best offers applied, your flights booked, your hotels booked. And then the concierge team, Louisa, you'll meet her today. She's part of our dedicated Hawaii concierge. She comes in and layers in those special moments like dining, tours, luau's, hikes, visits to the coffee experiences and the ranches. And then, yeah, and then the itinerary comes back to you complete with 24/7 support. And then I also wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to Louisa, who I've mentioned a few times. She's part of our dedicated Hawaii concierge team. So, Louisa, I don't know if you want to give just a quick update on some of the experiences. Actually, I apologize about that, Louisa. I introduced you too soon. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take you now to just introduce you to a little bit more about what the Hawaii experts do before I introduce you to Louisa, who's really cool. So again, just to mention that you have that dedicated agent who's going to take you through the booking process, and they really know their stuff. They will ensure your itinerary makes sense, that you're at the right properties in UJV's portfolio, that the air routes connect, the rental cars line up, and that you have the same contact from start to finish, not four different contacts per island or more. And we really manage all the timing between islands, rental cars, flights, tours, experiences. Let UJV handle it all for you. Now, I want to take you through some of our destination specialists. We have a large UJV Tropics team, some who have worked with Hawaii for over 30 years. And here's some more of them on the next slide. We have a large tropics team, so you'll definitely get someone that really suits your needs. And then on the next slide, I really am thrilled to announce our newest Hawaii expert, Miss Catherine Reynolds. Catherine has been selling Hawaii for many years, and while at Travel Weekly in Oahu, she was all anyone could talk about. So we are really thrilled to have someone on our team that's so respected by our partners and really knows their stuff. Catherine, do you want to say a few words about your experience and how you like Hawaii at UJV?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the introduction. Again, I'm Catherine, and while I am relatively new at UJV, I have been selling Hawaii for many years. It is such an incredible destination, very, very special place, and truly offers something for everyone. And I know that it can sometimes be overwhelming given how many islands, properties, and activities there are to choose from. So that's kind of where I come in to help support you. If anyone is working on any new requests and wants somebody to chat through it with, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to jump on a call and go through it with you, figure out what your clients are like, what they're looking for, and kind of recommend routing and properties and activities. And along with the support from our concierge team, your clients will be very well taken care of. And so I really hope I get the chance to work with each and every one of you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Chelsea, and by the way, I'm so stoked that you guys get to meet all of us on this call. I think it really demonstrates our love and passion for Hawaii. So this is really cool. Chelsea, do you want to explain a little bit about UJV Air and how that fits into a Hawaii itinerary?
Yes, thank you so much, Joni. So I'm Chelsea. I'm from the UJV Air Department. Um, Obviously, Hawaii is a group of islands, so the only way to get there is if your clients fly over, and that's where we come in. So we can assist with your clients' flights from the mainland over to Hawaii, as well as those inter-air island flights. So there's many nonstop flights to most of the islands from the West Coast, and then there's also, if your clients are on the East Coast, they can connect via Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, or Phoenix as well. Um, so Hawaiian Air and Alaska Air recently merged. So we can assist with those flights with Alaska Air on the inner island flights. So if you have clients going between Maui and Honolulu, Kona and Kauai, for example, on the Big Island to Kauai, we can assist with those flights, and Alaska Air and Southwest do those routes. Just to give you an idea of those inter-island flights, they can range anywhere between $70 to $200 per person each way, depending on when they're traveling, the availability, etc. But we can always price those out for your clients. I will be at the end of the presentation as well in case you have any more questions, because I know air is usually always a very popular subject with many questions and logistics. So I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Thanks, Chelsea. Okay, so now I finally get to introduce you to Louisa. Listen, I was so excited to introduce you to Louisa that I tried to get her in earlier in the presentation. So I'm sorry about that, but you'll see why she's so cool in just a minute. So Louisa, tell them all about our concierge services and our contracts on the ground.
Yay! Thank you so much, Joanny. So happy to meet you all. My name is Luisa, and I'm part of the luxury concierge team dedicated to Hawaii. Our team is passionate about travel in Hawaii, and we'll be delighted to assist you with your clients' upcoming journey and to help create a seamless and unforgettable experience in Hawaii for all of them. If you're wondering when do we come in, just as Joanny mentioned, just after the reservation is completed, one of the members of our team will actually reach out to you and we'll start the process, taking into consideration all the information that you have previously shared with your travel advisor, like Catherine, and about your clients' ages, interests, and anything, special occasion that they're celebrating, anything that you might think of is important and relevant for us to personalize their stay. We'll be happy to use that and provide you with a suggested itinerary that will best fit your client's interest. And what do we do? Airport land transfer options and car rental options are very well suggested. And for your clients and you to make an informed decision, what better suits them if they like to move around and explore the islands, or a car rental will be the best option for them to do that. Dining recommendations. That is something that I always like to provide, and that my team also always likes to provide. It gets the highlight on the culinary side of the islands and the gastronomy part, which is so important. I'm a foodie all around, so I know that many people just like me will enjoy those recommendations. We also work on the dining reservations. For those highly recommended restaurants, can take 60 or 90 days and some even more to get the reservations done for your clients. In case your trip or your client's trip is not that soon, we can always take those reservations, and our team will just follow up and make sure those reservations get completed on a timely manner. So this is another thing that we can help you with, and we're more than happy to do that. We also assist with the spa reservations, as we highly recommend including a wellness experience, something just to provide the perfect balance to the days that they will have, filled with adventure and with those amazing tours that we saw previously, just allowing the guests to really relax and take in all the relaxation. The first time I was in Hawaii was a few years ago, the very first time. And I remember, just even though I'm from an island, I just remember that is something unforgettable. Just the vibe and how easy everything gets, and how the relaxation just suits when you get there is amazing. Our team also specializes and put a lot of passion, and we have a lot of fun coordinating some of the Hawaii's most memorable experiences, just like Anna was saying, those helicopter tours, and just that your clients will be able to see some hidden gems and some scenery that is only accessible by air, the luxury sailings featuring snorkeling, sunset sails, whale watching when in season, and of course those special tours that really help us showcase those activities that are really unique to Hawaii. We really have fun with those. Special celebrations, personalized recommendations is what you will get from our team. I'm currently assisting with an anniversary celebration, and also I'm so excited working on a proposal for a couple. And we do this discreetly. We work together with our partners at the hotels and with our trusted partners on site, the vendors, just to make sure that everything goes seamlessly and that we are not giving away the surprises, which is very important. So if there are any, of course, mid-trip adjustments, change of plans, any additional arrangements that may happen within your client's travel, we have an amazing team also available 24/7 to assist you and your clients in the most efficient way. So I think that is really important. And next, I will show you a tiny bit of our suggested itineraries and how we work some of the magic to ensure your guests take the most advantage of what every island has to offer. Um, and also have the time to relax and enjoy quality time with our travel companions. So I will be highlighting some of my favorites here. As you could see previously from Anna and Johnny, there's so much that the islands have to offer. So it's really exciting. And for example, for Maui, we'll start with one of our best dining recommendations. So, of course, Mama's Fish House Restaurant has an incredible ocean front setting and unique flavors. And it's been around for many, many years. Normally, reservations will need to get those reservations in with months and months in advance just because it's so popular. Um, Another one of our highlights for the destination would be, of course, the off-road adventures for those guests that enjoyed a little bit of adrenaline and they like to go around and discover nature and really experience that firsthand. I highly recommend, and I always like to recommend when in Maui, the pineapple and the chocolate tours. Those are some of my favorites, just because there's the flavors, and you get to discover, to visit the farms and to discover the flavors and how unique they are to this area of Maui and see how the process really comes to life. So that's something really, really unique about those tours that are offered in Maui. For the Big Island, the canoe house, great oceanfront scenery, elevated island cuisine, just feels Hawaiian all the way. And the pictures that you can take are actually worthy of a postcard. So really, really beautiful. In terms of the tours, the manta ray night snorkel, where the mantas are just gliding and feeding around the guests, and just a unique experience, and it's so unique that it's only offered in a few places around the world. So that's something that is quite amazing for guests to actually experience while they are at the Big Island. Another one of my favorites, of course, if you didn't guess by now, is I love coffee. So I will always recommend if your clients love coffee like me, the coffee farm tour, just because it's unique to this region in particular, and the farm is just amazing. We have an amazing team there on site, which takes great care of the guests. Even though if you go with kids or you go with multi-generational family with a multi-generational family, they just take a great care of you, and it's just an amazing experience if you really enjoy coffee and would like to get to know more about it. For Kauai, dining recommendations would, of course, include the Barracuda and the One Hotel Hanalei Bay dining. Is among the most delicious experiences you can have there. Reservations are highly recommended for the One Hotel Hanalei Bay, and we need to get those in advance as soon as possible. My favorite tours, of course, the helicopter tours will give you a sight of those waterfalls and those amazing sceneries and the Napali coast, the sunsets, the sunrises, just an unforgettable beauty, something that your clients would really take away with them forever. A traditional luau is always a great experience also, just so that your clients can get a little bit of the culture and also try a delicious feast the Hawaiian way. Something that is very family friendly. It's a great experience throughout. Moving on to Oahu for the dining, the Halekulani's House Without a Key. Here, the guests can actually dine outdoors with views of the Pacific Ocean and then Diamond Head. This is what makes this place for dinner so special. This restaurant is just an amazing um, dining experience, and one of the you can experience there the memorable sunset is just another one of the amazing things that we can do. Pearl Harbor, of course, bringing the side of history and culture throughout exhibits and memorials. our partners on site do this amazingly, so well coordinated. We'll make sure to check all the restrictions and everything if you have small kids, and we take care of everything, all the little details for you. So that is also something worth mentioning. And of course, because I'm a mom, I have to recommend the comedy show. It's more than a comedy show. It's actually storytelling. It's comedy. It has all the necessary ingredients so that a family can have a great bonding time while they're staying there. So while they're staying at the island. So Hawaii has something to offer for everyone. And our team is so eager to assist you with love, with passion, with the attention to detail, and with all those necessary arrangements to really create a one-of-a-kind itinerary for your clients. So thank you so much for your attention, and back to Anna.
Thank you, Luisa. That was amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
So, guys, this is my invitation for you to send us your Hawaii brief. As you can see, there's a full team of passionate people behind every booking at UJV, behind every single Hawaii booking. We're here to support you through every step of the way of the itinerary journey, from the inner island routing, the resort matching, the activities, the special touches. We're here to help you make the planning easy and seamless for both you and for your clients. And the Hawaii handled trips you can win during this period of time. We have two unforgettable Hawaii trips on the line. So the top Hawaii producer for bookings made between May 1st and July 31st will earn their first choice of the trip, with the runner-up or the second person receiving the second itinerary. The first trip is a Big Island and Kauai combination, 2 nights at Mauna Kea, 2 nights at Manolani, 1 night at one hotel, and 2 nights at one hotel Hanalei. And the second trip is a Maui and Oahu trip, 2 nights at the Ritz-Carlton Maui Kapalua, 2 nights at the amazing Fairmont Kalani, and 2 nights at the Ritz-Carlton Oahu Turtle Bay. Again, first place will get the first peak, and the runner-up, the second place, will get the second itinerary as well. Very exciting. So please send all of your Hawaii bookings to us. And I just want to mention this is just the starting point of the campaign. The next webinar that we have is going to go much deeper into which islands fit which clients and how to combine them properly. And then the final session will focus more on the strategy, active offers, and what advisors should really be prioritizing for Hawaii bookings moving forward. So please join us for our next sessions.
And finally, Earn Not Bought. This is our top producer incentive trip for 2027. We have 4 winners, overall and regional leaders across Africa, Europe, and tropics. And what you earn is 14 nights through some of the most extraordinary properties in the world: Lituani and St. Bart's, the Peninsula in Paris, and the Royal Malawani in South Africa for your safari, as law residence in South Africa as well, and much more. So make sure to book your UJV travel, set the standard, and this could be yours. And I know you guys have been all chatting pretty actively in the chat. Listen, thank you guys so much for your time, your attention. You know we're having fun. You know we're super passionate. We're dedicated, and please just give us a shot for Hawaii. You won't regret it. It's the most wonderful destination, and all we want to do is bring it to you and your clients. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, everyone. Let me open up the floor for any questions you might have. Feel free to drop them in the chat.
Do you want me to help read through some of them, Ina?
Sure.
All right, let's see if I can do this without calling on Luisa again. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm scrolling. Bear with me. Okay, everyone loves Ray. Ray, if you're here from Fairmont Kailani, you have so many fans in the world. Here we go. Which tour is a must on Maui? I think this one might be confused, but which tour is a must on Maui at Mauna Lanai?
Manolani, I think Catherine
Yeah.
helped us with that one. Manolani on the Big Island.
Yeah.
And I think we were recommending the Sunrise Canoe Tour.
Okay, perfect. And then at Monalani on the big, okay, sorry. At
And
Monalani.
then,
Oh, she answered it. Okay, thank you, Catherine. Got it.
yeah, and then the
Um,
Molokini Crater, if you're looking for tour recommendations in Maui as well. It's amazing snorkeling, the road to Hana, and like Lisa mentioned, the pineapple and the chocolate tours are great too.
um, so you'll be a true Hawaii DMC. Will we quote net pricing?
I'll let you answer that one, Joni.
We can, if I'm understanding that question, it's probably so you can add an additional markup on your end, which we can provide. Please add more four-star hotels to the portfolio. I'd love to be able to use UJV more, but not everyone has a Four Seasons budget. Fair. Anna, do you
Yeah, we
want to
just
speak?
wanted to say we're really focused on bringing you the best of the best. But we do have some amazing curated and handpicked partners within the four-star world. And I mentioned some of them in the chat. Prince Waikiki is one of my favorites. Moana of Rider, the Westin Maui, the Hyatt Regency properties, and much more.
And then will you create a WhatsApp chat for clients? Louisa, do you have some feedback on that one, or do you want me to take it?
Well, actually, when needed, we have a 24/7 support line, and if needed, they can just call us. We can jump in and assist. So, I believe it's more reliable for clients to actually have access to this 24/7 line because then they can just chat with anyone at any time, and yeah, we can assist. There's always somebody online to help.
Okay, cool. And then either Catherine or Anna, where are the best options for multi-gen villas?
So we have a villa product on most islands. Just give us a call. But yes, from Maui to Kauai to the Big Island, we do have something to offer you. Just reach out to your UJV specialist, and we'll be more than happy to provide you with options depending on the number of people that you have.
And then if you include a property that is virtuoso and or part of an elite hotel benefit program, like Four Seasons Preferred, can you extend the VIP guest benefits?
So these can vary depending on what you're booking and where you're booking. Again, reach out to your Hawaii specialist and they will walk you through the options where you can have those benefits passed through as well.
Okay.
Perfect. Any other questions, guys?
This will be recorded, everybody, and sent to you post-webinar as well.
Absolutely. So you can have the information. And please, at the same time, feel free to send any questions or anything else that you'd like to know that we can cover on the next webinar for you as well. We're more than happy to do that. We want this to be interactive. We want your questions to get answered, and we want to make sure that you have everything that you need to be successful. Thank you, guys. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for joining.